All right, good morning, fam. Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. First piece of news today: Aouar deal moves closer and closer. Zlatan Ibrahimovic linked again with Arsenal. A loan deal to the Emirates Stadium. I don't know. And David Raya's 15 million deal to Arsenal. Three pieces of news, and we are out of this place. Why not? I'll start with David Raya. It has been reported that we want to pay 10 million for David Raya, that is the goalkeeper at Brentford. It seems Arsenal is still very insecure when it comes to the goalkeeping services of Alex Renalson and Marseille. I think those are the two goalkeepers that will be at Arsenal this season. Now, it is reported that Arsenal took in a 10 million bid for David Raya, and Brentford rejected it. Reportedly, they want 15 million in David Raya. How good is he? It really, hits my head. How good is he, and what makes him so special to deserve 15 million? But anyway, Brentford are saying they want to sell the player at 15 million with an option that you buy him and he stays at Brentford. Now, Arsenal are not accepting to this. They are saying we are going to give you 10 million, and we want to take the player away from the Championship side and then bring him to the Premier League. So there is there is a lot of scuffles. Last weekend the player didn't play for Brentford because reports came out showing that he could be on his way to Arsenal, so he was benched and Brentford were looking for a possible replacement. That story was there, but still Brentford are saying we are not selling to anyone who has less than 15 million. The truth is the club doesn't want to sell the player, although the player is willing and more than willing to force a move out of Brentford and go to the line, that is to join Arsenal. So we are still waiting to see whether Arsenal are going to go back with an improved bid, because I think 10 million was quite decent enough. I think 10 million was just decent enough, but West Ham, but Brentford just seem to be rejecting it, and probably we need another bid. Okay. Second piece of news is about Aouar deals very, very close now. Arsenal has been in talks with his agent for quite some time, and the player has been talking to his agent also for quite some time. And yesterday it was revealed by reliable sources and reliable men like Fabrizio Romano that the player opened up to his agent and told him that yes, I want to join Arsenal, make me go to Arsenal. That is what the player told his agent. Now, Arsenal are very close to agreeing a deal between the player's side, the player, and and the clubs, that they can actually agree things like personal terms and so on. However, there isn't any progress between Arsenal and Lyon talks. Now, truth be told, personal terms won't be an issue between the player and us. No, I don't think we are going to really have a lot of problems with Aouar and how much is going to be getting. What are the benefits of his contract and so on. I don't think those are going to be any big problems. The problem is going to be negotiating a deal between Arsenal and Olympic Lyon. Lyon wants 60 million euros, and you guys know that we went back with a bid that is reportedly over 40 million euros over. So maybe in the region of 45 or 47 or 50 million euros. We still have to wait for Lyon to either accept the bid or refute it. If they refute it, it shows that it will show that Arsenal are really very far from an agreement between them and Lyon. However, reports coming in show that Arsenal could be very close to agreeing a deal between Aouar and the club. Now, that doesn't guarantee us anything. Of course, I've always been saying on the seeing this on the show. It doesn't guarantee us anything. If we agree a deal between the player and us, and the player still has a big contract with Lyon, it really shows that you have. Yes, there is a step you have taken, but there is a bigger journey you have to travel, and that is negotiating with Lyon. The good thing is Edu and Juninho are very good friends. They're all Brazilians. Juninho said he's Edu, sporting director Edu, is a good friend right from Brazil, Corinthians. So they have had very good talks about Aouar, and the only bad thing about the deal was Matteo Guendouzi. Now, we went back with the second bid that excluded Matteo Guendouzi, and we are still waiting for Lyon's response. However, I still feel that our bid is very, very insufficient. Maybe we need to up the bid, by some 10 million. I think Jose Aouar will join Arsenal. That's the truth, guys. I think I just feel it. There is there is too much noise about his deal. There is too much noise around his deal, and by the fact that now we are in talks with his agents, we in a couple of days we could actually agree personal terms and agree some of the little terms with the player. It shows us that Arsenal very, very keen on getting the player. He has become our first target, our top priority. Mikel Arteta wants him more than he wants Thomas Partey. That has been reviewed as well. And you guys know how we handled the Gabriel Magalhaes deal. This seems very, very similar to the Gabriel Magalhaes deal. Of course, you're gonna tell me it was a cheap deal and so on, but still, if you look at how we handled that deal, first it was a rumor that Gabriel Magalhaes decided to join Arsenal over Manchester United, Napoli, and Everton, and everybody was like, this is Arsenal crap, and this is always what they always say in the media. Okay, all of us decided to believe the story that maybe that was the Arsenal crap. Okay, fine, but again, going forward, things started becoming better and better. We had talks with his agent now. We had personal agreements with the player. We had to meet Leo. We went in with our bid accepted. I think it was quite smart, a smart deal, and I think Arsenal should use the same technique with Jose Aouar. I know it's going to be a whole lot of money, a big deal. Like Fabrizio Romano says, when clubs are discussing a deal that is worth millions and millions of money, you got to be very, very confident and quiet, because you need to give them time for negotiations. So I still think we shall get Jose Aouar. If we can agree the basics, the personal terms, what kind of bonuses and so on, try to be more attractive to Jose Aouar. I think he will end up joining the club at the end of the day. He believes in Mikel Arteta's project. Mikel Arteta believes in him. That's what brings most players. And AFTV, as Robbie was talking about it, that if a player is going to join Arsenal right now, it's going to be because of Aubameyang and Mikel Arteta. What more attractiveness do we have, guys? I don't think there is any. But I think if he believes in Mikel Arteta and he would want to play, alongside a player like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, probably that would make him more eager to join the club. So let us wait and see how those things will be unfolding. Now, again, something very, very piercing for me appeared in the news, and you guys have been asking me about this deal, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? But finally I saw this story. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ibrakadabra, the Lion of football, is linked with Arsenal on a loan deal that could actually see him complete a whole season at the Emirates Stadium with an option to buy him. Guys, how old is Zlatan Ibrahimovic? That's I think that's the biggest question I can ask, and I'm gonna type it here to get a proper answer. How old is Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Because the guy never quits football. 38 years of age. 38, born in October 3rd, 1981. 38 years of age. He wants a loan deal to Arsenal. Of course, let me I want to be very clear. In my opinion, I think this is just transfer paper talk. Just talk to feed the rumor mill. I think these are just meant to feed the rumor mill. But still, if you think about it, why would Arsenal go for Zlatan Ibrahimovic? We wanted him almost 20 years back, not even 20. I think 20 years back when he was 18, he came to Arsenal, and Arsene Wenger put him on trial. He said he doesn't do trials. He's the mighty Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's so proud, my man. He's so proud, so proud. I don't think there is any footballer who's as proud as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I don't doubt his talent. I don't doubt his potential, but he's too proud for life. Anyway, still whether proud or not, I don't want him to at Arsenal. He has been at Manchester United, and I think that that was his chance to play in the Premier League. That is all. There is nothing he's going to add to Arsenal, really. He's a good finisher, but if I look at how hectic the Premier League is becoming, and how hard it's gonna be, I don't think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is another player that we need to add to the Arsenal squad. Guys, let us be more realistic. I would rather stay with Balogun to bring in Eddie Nketiah. To bring in Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I would just stay Balogun and Eddie. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I would take him if he was 28 or 30, okay, or even if he was 32, I would take him. But right now, I think he deserves to be in China, USA, where you get a couple of games and huge amount of money, where you can spend your money after the game. He's a lifeist, so after the game you can actually go to pubs and the beach, and in Miami and so on, things like that. But coming back to the Premier League for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I don't think it would be something I would recommend, especially at a club like Arsenal that is really, really struggling to go back to its mighty days. I don't want us to be at bad times with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ibracadabra. I don't want us to become a retirement camp like Chelsea that brought in Thiago Silva. I don't know how old he is even. Is it 30? I mean, is it 45? Thiago Silva. Anyway, guys, the point is, I wouldn't take Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's not he's not the kind of player that I would want to see at Arsenal with his 38-year-old bones. No, I wouldn't. Don't forget, I'll be dropping a match preview video about Arsenal and West Ham. We'll be doing, I think I'll be dropping 2 videos. One about the big team news and predicted lineups, and the other will be about my predictions in the game and the statistics and so much more. So make sure you don't miss. Make sure you don't miss that video. Thank you so much. I'll be signing out right now. I'll be coming back later when we talk about more transfer news. Yeah, and of course the preview, Arsenal up against West Ham.